Once you have set up your hosted ELMS MSDN Academic Alliance account, you need to do two more things to enable users to be able to come in and download software on the system. We need to add users, and we need to organize those users into groups. So the first thing we want to do is add a new group. So I'm going to go to User Management, add a new group. And I'm going to create a students group. And I can go ahead and set the expiry date. So let's say we'd like these to expire in 2012. That's about right, given, maybe these are 4-year students. We'll click Submit. Now that we have a student group, I'd like to go ahead and add users to that group. So I'm going to go here in the left-hand pane and go to ELMS Authentication. I can add a single user, or I can import a list of users. Let's look first at adding a single user. Again, on the left-hand panel, I'm going to go to Add. So here I'm going to create a username, Hillary Pike. I'm going to enter my email, hillarypike@microsoft.com. And let's scroll down a little. Microsoft Internal, that's the name of my store. I'm going to go ahead and add a password. Then I can select for that user, I'd like to add that user to the student group. So I go down here and click on Add New User. So now I've successfully created one single account. Let's go ahead and look at how we would add multiple user accounts. I'm going to go here in the left-hand corner to Import List. And again, we'll scroll down. I'm going to use a basic text file. And I've already created this file, so I'm going to browse. And I've named this file Trial1. I'm going to add these groups to the students group. Add these students to the students group. And now I need to choose full or partial. Full should be used when I don't have any members of the current group. So it will actually go ahead and delete or add to this current group. I want to use partial if I'm augmenting or updating an existing group. So in this case, this is my first time in, so I'll use full, and I'll use import file. Then I'll get this item that says my list of users has been uploaded successfully. And so that means that each of these users has now been added to the system. Let's look a little more closely at when you'd like to use partial and full. Just as a reminder, partial should be used when you're adding more accounts to an existing group that has previously defined members. This will add new accounts and update existing accounts, but it will not delete accounts. So use partial when you're adding to existing accounts. Use the full option when you're importing an entire list of users for a group. This option is going to replace the existing group of users. So only use the full option if you want to replace this group of users. Let's go back to the website and see the users that we added. I taped the next part the next day, so you'll notice that the stylization of the website has changed slightly. Once you have added a set of users, you may want to verify that those users have made it into the group that you've chosen. So we'll scroll down to ELMS Authentication, and we're going to select Export List. So I'm going to view all both active and inactive users, and I'd like to select those in the students group, and we'll choose Submit. That will take just a moment to load, and now you can see all the users that are in the students group.